Switch to Martin. Melquito.
That's it long range. He's got it. First in a Royal jersey. 1-0 San Diego. Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Loyal SC ready to kick off this season.
Drew actually got a hand on it, and this one will go high and up and in! One more time!
Torero Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
Welcome to Matchday Live from Torero Stadium. He's Darren Smith, I'm Jordan Caruth, the playoff edition. Not quite a playoff game, but something we know for the very first time. San Diego Loyal, we found out late last night, Darren, have officially clinched for the postseason for the first time in club history. And now they get to celebrate on the field in front of the home fans in the first ever matchup between San Diego and New Mexico. There is a lot to celebrate today, and we plan on celebrating.
Yes, we do. Matchday Live is always a celebration, but today, just a little bit extra, Jordan, as you said, watching Orange County and Oakland last night at Laney Stadium. You weren't quite sure, right? Because Oakland's sitting there fighting for a playoff spot. Orange County is sitting there in third, so do you want a little bit of separation? Either way, San Diego Loyal clinches its first ever postseason spot last night. They still have a little bit of work to do. Andrew Vasiliadis, who's the chairman of SD Loyal, is not too far from us. He's right here offset, and as he said last night on social media, first mission, check. Second one, let's get a home playoff game. They'd go a huge, huge step in that direction today with the win and 3 points against New Mexico United coming up at 3 o'clock.
Right, and that's exactly it. You can take a step towards a home playoff game today, but you cannot clinch that today. That could potentially come Wednesday. You might have to wait another week entirely, but we do know that they're officially into the postseason. That is done, no matter what happens the rest of the way. And as you bring up the next step, a home playoff game. A result today will get us a little bit closer to that. A huge match Wednesday in Orange County. Still to play Oakland after that, and then we'll round out the season with a trip to Sacramento. Still matches to be played, still a little bit on the line, but then everything on the line when it comes to the postseason.
And how great is that, right? I mean, think about that. Congratulations to everybody here who's been associated with this club, from the front office, the executives, interim president Ricardo Campos, the players, obviously, the players here who laid the groundwork last season, just getting this off the ground, having then been smashed in the face by a pandemic, sticking with it, building, continuing to build, heading into the season, different players in, different players out. There's a lot, there's a lot. We could go on here for our entire 30 minutes just talking about the people who you say, congratulations, job well done. But a huge step for this club here in its history in season number 2 to be going to the postseason against, who knows, opponent to be determined. Like you said, Jordan, hopefully a home playoff game coming up in the first week of November.
Yeah, we're expecting a pretty good crowd from New Mexico's supporters. Clearly plenty of San Diegans are in the house for this one. We're going to chat it up with Sal Zizzo here on the pre-match show. He will pop our celebratory playoff champagne.
Does Sal know that?
Have
we told Sal what he signed up for here on this show today?
He just found out. So that's been fun. We've been popping champagne all season. This is the first opportunity we've had to celebrate playoff champagne. So we'll do that with some bubbles here on the pre-match show. Sal Zizzo will join us in segment number 2. Again, of course, stick around for the post-match edition. Landon Donovan and the man of the match will stop by the set for Matchday Live. So plenty to get to. Let's get to the latest in the standings. Here it is. We talked about how San Diego, they've clinched a playoff spot. Here's what it looks like in the Pacific. Phoenix, they already clinched a while ago. They have 65 points. San Diego, they are second. They do have the best run of form right now. If you look at it in the division, San Diego playing better than anyone else. They are second. They have clinched their spot. Orange County has yet to clinch a playoff spot. They are third. That's the club that we'll see Wednesday. They are 3 points back of San Diego. And sitting in that final playoff spot is LA. The way it's set up, you have Phoenix, LA, Orange County, and San Diego. So all of Southern California, you throw in Phoenix, and those are the playoff teams coming out of the Pacific as it stands.
I just say, though, I love looking at the table now because you have seen for a little while Phoenix Rising has had that little letter next to its name when you go to the USL official website. How delightful is it to look and see that little letter right there next to San Diego Loyal's name as well. But you're right, 46 points, pick up 3 here today, pick up a point here today, and you can start thinking ahead, start doing a little bit of the mathematics for what Wednesday night in Orange County up in Irvine is going to mean. But this seems to be all gas, no break at this point, Jordan. When we get to the starting 11 coming up here in a little bit, there are some things to talk about. There are some players who are coming back. There are some names who are in the starting 11, which we'll get to coming up later on in Matchday Live. But hey, celebrate, enjoy, have a little bit of fun there out on Matchday Live, but still plenty of work to be done. And like you said, who knows how this is all going to shake out. LA has still got to play a couple of times. You mentioned it. Wednesday in Orange County, then here at Oakland next Sunday, and then at Sacramento to wrap it up. Might it go all the way down to the wire? It might, but I'm sure Landon Donovan and Nate Miller would probably prefer, hey, let's take care of our business, sew up that number 2 seed. Anybody dealing with any knocks, get them a little bit of rest, start preparing for the postseason.
Yeah, Orange County is yet to clinch, but they're very close. They have better than a 99% chance of doing so. They are going to the postseason. It's just not official yet. LA, a 69% chance of qualifying according to 538. And the team with the best chances outside, currently on the outside looking in, is Tacoma, which is the team that you look at the table and they are 7th place in the Pacific, yet they have better chances than both Sacramento and Oakland. Oakland and Sacramento still to be played on SD Loyal's schedule, and clearly that impacts it because San Diego's playing very, very well, and that's what they want to be doing here down the stretch.
Yeah, when you look at the run of form, it's 3 straight on the bounce, 4 out of 5. The only loss was a performance, frankly, that Landon Donovan said might have been one of the better performances that they had, a 2-1 loss up in Oakland. But Jordan, let's also bring it back to what's happening here today at 3 o'clock on Your View, ESPN Plus, and Azteca America. New Mexico United, they are sitting 5th in the Mountain Division. They have a lot of supporters who are going to be here, who are going to be in the building tonight. As a matter of fact, they've had to request more tickets from the block that we normally see assigned for away fans. They are sitting 5th in the Mountain Division. They have a little bit of work to do. El Paso's on top, San Antonio, Colorado Springs, Austin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just outside, a point back is New Mexico. Some of their supporters, I saw them, they were hanging around the shop midweek this week. They're saying, hey, pretty much a must-win match for us. This is season number 3 for New Mexico United. They've never not made the postseason. So they're 2 for 2. Obviously, they'd love to go 3 for 3. It goes without saying. But they've developed a little bit of a trend, a little bit of a habit of going to the postseason. So this is huge for them. So San Diego Loyal today, hey, okay, things are great. We're going to the postseason. Let's pop champagne. Let's celebrate, right? This has never happened before in club history. But this club that's coming in here today, it's all business for them. So Loyal's going to have to figure out a way to match that intensity here on the field tonight.
Yeah, it was a similar setup last week against Sacramento. Sacramento, a club coming in at the time, looking to really create some waves, get a little bit closer to the postseason. Very similar story with New Mexico. They currently are not in that playoff spot in 5th, but they have the best odds to do it. Why is that? Austin Bold, they're 4th. Why aren't they going to be the favorites to go ahead and secure a playoff spot? They have a really tough schedule down the stretch. They take on playoff teams all the way the rest of their season. El Paso, San Antonio, and then they also play Charlotte in the East. So that's a tough schedule. New Mexico, they need a result, and they need some help. They're expecting to get that help, but they still need to get it, and they need to go ahead and take care of business today. So it's a team that needs to win against San Diego, a team that they know that they've clinched, but they want to go ahead and win because they have a home playoff game on the line. They want to get closer to that. It's a great setup today. It's a Sunday afternoon game. We're expecting a great crowd today at Torero Stadium. So it should be a lot of fun. That's what's going on in the Mountain. We'll get you the starting 11 next segment. But also something to pay attention to, Sacramento and Tacoma, they have already kicked off. That's another game in the division being played right now. That one is scoreless as they approach the 40th minute. So that one's still scoreless. San Diego, New Mexico, they kick off at 3. Those are the only games in the division today. A few results from yesterday. The What's on Tap brought to you by Stone Brewing. Darren, Phoenix put up 6 against Las Vegas, 6-3 the final score. And Orange County beat Oakland 1-0. That is what clinched San Diego's playoff spot.
6-3. I mean, yeah, if you're a goal scorer, man, that was the match for you yesterday, 6-3. And as you said, one team eliminated in the Pacific Division, that team Vegas. Everybody else is scrambling either for positioning or for a postseason spot. So still a lot going on here over the next couple of weeks. Presenting sponsor for Matchday Live is Quidel. Coming up, Sal Zizzo going to join us.
Yes, Sal Zizzo coming up on Matchday Live. We're going to pop some champagne when we come back after this.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
All right, Matchday Live. We are from Torero Stadium. San Diego Loyal getting set to host New Mexico United coming up at 3 o'clock. That's Jordan Caruth. I'm Darren Smith. Sal Zizzo. This Tacos for the Win promotion brought to you by Rubio's Coastal Grill. If San Diego Loyal wins today's match, fans are going to receive one free a la carte taco. Enter coupon code SDLoyal online or at rubios.com or in the Rubio's app tomorrow, the 18th of October, to get your free taco with an SD Loyal win.
Darren, we've been waiting a very long time to hang out with Sal Zizzo on Matchday Live. Yeah. Sal probably sees us hanging out over here, occasionally drinking a beer, wondering, what are those guys doing? Who are they? And what are they doing? And why are they here? Well, that's Darren. I'm Jordan. This is Matchday Live. We do the pre and the post show, and we're here to celebrate the fact that you guys are going to the postseason. How great is that? Playoffs.
Yeah.
For San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, that's amazing. Although I know our locker room and everyone in there is has their sights set on bigger things. But and even with the result last night, you're hoping for somewhat of a result, but at the same time, it could have gone either way. We would have been happy because, as you know, OC's kind of on our tail there for the second spot. So, but hey, we're in the playoffs, and now the next goal is to get that home playoff, and then there's no resting because the last 3 games you still got to get points, especially if there's an upset in the playoffs on the other side. Maybe you can sneak in another home playoff game, which would be obviously amazing with these fans.
What has this meant to you as a San Diegan?
Everything. I mean, I've been on your radio show many times and talked about just how special it was to be able to come to San Diego and be able to play professional soccer here, right? I mean, soccer was one of my passions in my life, and San Diego was like that other link that I had, and for them to come together and be able to play for this club and represent this club has been everything. And
since day one, too, like you've seen a little bit of everything, right? The excitement, the energy that went into March 7, 2020.
Yeah.
Boom, of all the times, here comes a pandemic, playing last season behind closed doors. Well, let's run it back, let's do it this year, let's continue to build. I mean, that's quite the journey. You've had an amazing journey in your career, but the last couple of years in particular, man, have been something else.
Yeah, no, it's been definitely different than any year in my career, right? I mean, mid-pandemic, I think we played 1 home game here, and then everything got shut down. We were in the fight a little bit towards the end of playoffs there, but it always felt kind of like a stolen year. You know, we only played, I think, 14 games or 16 games that season, so half a season. This year's been more complete, more of the norm, and we were able to get the job done after a pretty shaky start, but, you know, we weathered the storm, and then we've been able to figure it out now.
We waited long enough. Can we pop the champagne? Like, we're here to celebrate.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, let's
I
do
mean,
it.
I realize we put people on the spot here.
Yeah.
This is tradition on Matchday.
Don't want to kill anyone, but
Here, if you need, a little bit of a grip, I have a Liverpool shirt here. That
We've had some very good moments. We've had some very mediocre poppings.
Yeah. Who has been our best so far? I believe Shannon McMillan has probably been the
still as Darren ducks.
Am I trying to get a little?
You can do whatever you want, buddy. Hey, there you go.
Okay, see, that's one of the better ones we've had all season.
One. That's going to look great when we put it out there on social media.
Because it actually went over the camera. That was very, very well done.
Shannon
McMillan, I believe, sent it to...
Oh, were we going for distance? I didn't know we were going. I just thought we were going for
That
safety.
was good. You were going for, like, looks. It was everything. I think you checked a lot of boxes on that
in my face, too, so it's tough to get it.
That's a good point.
Like a field goal kicker.
Yeah. And it was a lot better than a few people, Darren. If you want to name names, feel free. But someone shot the cork straight down.
Yeah.
Did it?
Well, I don't want to say anything, but he is the interim president.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah. So for people tuning in right now, they might be thinking, Sal, where's the kit? Why aren't you wearing a jersey? What's going on,
Yeah,
Sal?
no,
Tell us.
with my age and, you know, the older I get, my role's, you know, shifted a little bit, and I'm just here to support the guys. Obviously, when they need me, I'll be out there, but for now, I'm just trying to get the guys ready for playoffs and, yeah, just be ready to go and support them in any way they need me.
What's been the key? Since you are someone who's able to watch the whole season in 2020, now you get to see 2021. What's the part that's really getting this engine going this season?
We've just been able to really grow as a team, and our philosophy is starting to show, and not just over the course of, you know, last season to now. I mean, obviously that's the big picture, but just within game by game too. I mean, I think you've seen the last few games, you know, we've got a lot of new faces, and so for them to get integrated so quickly, it's been tough. We've been winning games, we've been, you know, making plays in each other's boxes, but it didn't necessarily look like us at all times. But I think that Sacramento game that we played, and hopefully we can build on this one, and then with the 3 games going in, and you guys know, like in all sports, when you get hot going into playoffs, anything's possible. So we certainly have the belief in the locker room to get the job done and go for it all.
You were the first player ever signed in this club's history. I have heard, as Jordan will pour up and be the bartender here, I've heard Landon say, and they push this out on social media all the time, Landon goes, guys, we're not going to be another bleeping USL club. You know, what we're going to do is going to be different than everybody else.
Thank you for cleaning that up, by the way.
What does that mean? I mean, for a couple of guys who don't really do tactical breakdown talk, what does that mean when Landon's saying, guys, we're not going to be one of these other USL clubs. We're going to be different. Our style is going to be different. Our style is going to be unique.
Yeah, I mean, from everything that I've seen since I've been here, it's just top-class professionalism. I mean, I've only ever been used to an MLS locker room. I know Landon was only used to an MLS locker room, and I've only ever felt like this is similar to an MLS locker room, right? It's professionalism at its top class. You know, we're not doing things just for show or to sell tickets. It's really just to win, right? I mean, obviously we want the fan experience to be amazing, which it is, but I think our main goal, and maybe you can't say that to every USL's team, but you know, they're putting in the money, they're putting in all the efforts to win a championship here and bring one to San Diego. And as we know, San Diegans, it hasn't always been easy to get championships. So I think that's what he means by that. I mean, it's really key to win in this city if you want to sustain long term.
Here, here.
Cheers to the
Cheers
postseason. It's just the beginning. That's what we hope. But cheers to it. Takes a lot of work to get to that point. So congratulations. And we appreciate you stopping by Matchday Live.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Sounds
Thanks for having
By the way,
me,
are
guys.
you coming from somebody for one of our jobs next year, or what? Are you still going to be out? What do you got?
We'll see.
Which job? You want Darren's job or my job?
Which job do you want?
Who knows? Who knows?
How about we just make it a 3-man booth?
Yeah.
Nobody has more fun here than we do.
Whatever space you guys have for me would be great. Yeah.
This is the Buena Vista Social Lounge. I mean, that's why Corey Herzog shows up immediately after the match.
Yeah.
People know where to
Corey
come.
Herzog story on the way
I
out?
might be feeling differently on most game days than what I'm used to, you know. Filling up on water some days and then filling up on champagne and
Yeah, it's Matchday Live. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
We will chat with you soon. Sal
Appreciate
Ziza
it.
joining us on
Thank you.
Matchday Live.
Appreciate it.
We'll get you the starting 11 when we come back after this. Good stuff.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
All right, welcome back. It's Matchday Live. We're pitch side coming up, top of the hour, 3 o'clock. Jack Cronin, Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan. It will be San Diego Loyal hosting New Mexico United. They're welcoming the NWSL team, soon to start playing in San Diego right behind us. Meanwhile, you can buy the newest SD Loyal gear, including kits, the Adidas collection, some unique designs, Jordan, that you can't find anywhere else at the shop. You can shop online today at theshop.sdloyal.com or visit the shop in Mission Valley. And might I say, I was there this week. Dia de los Muertos gear is out. Shirts, scarves, perhaps the finest work that we've seen from the shop so far.
Wow.
Not bad. And there's no mayor or elected official that's going to walk away with this. This
It
one
shines.
Staying around my neck.
That's right, the mayor stole Darren's scarf last time.
Damn right he did.
That's right. We've had some really good moments on Matchday Live.
That was great. Sal, what a superstar.
Right.
I love that dude.
I don't even care that he's coming for my job next season. I only have a couple shows left after that. So these are my goodbye shows. This is my farewell tour. In all seriousness, Sal Zizzo, what a treat to have him on Matchday Live.
Fantastic.
We do appreciate it. Let's get to the starting 11. Who is starting today for San Diego? We'll tell you right now. Austin Guerrero is in net. Elijah Martin on the back line with Stoneman, Yarrow, and Callum Montgomery. Colin Martin, Alejandro Guido in the mid. Ibarra, Tumi Moshobani, Douglas Martinez, and you have Corey Herzog up front. That's the starting 11 for San Diego. It's a good one, but maybe the bench is even more impressive.
Jordan, this bench would probably qualify for a postseason spot. I don't know that this has ever happened in USL history before, where there are 5 MLS loanees on the bench for San Diego Loyal. We've got players from the Colorado Rapids, LA Galaxy, Portland Timbers, from the Vancouver Whitecaps. You talk about a bench. Augie Williams is back from international duty. Oliver Larraz is back from injury. It's
That's
incredible. Big. Jack Blake, how great is it to see Blakey warming up behind us? He's available today off the bench. Charlie Adams late if you're chasing the goal, if you're looking to kill off a match. How great is that? But literally there are 5 MLS players who are on loan, who are on the bench today for San Diego Loyal, and Charlie Adams and Jack Blake. Man, that is an incredible amount of depth. You love to see it. Competition, a great thing, especially as we get closer to the postseason.
Absolutely. Let's get to the pick-to-kick standings. It is Darren in a runaway. Pretty commanding lead as we go down the final stretch here. Darren, do you feel
Jordan,
nervous?
Hey, you never know. I mean, when we talk about these kind of players that we're watching in the starting 11 available off the bench. I am not, Jordan, considering this a job done. I'm not. That said, I'm going to go with Douglas Martinez. He came off the bench, scored a great goal last week. Ended up having to be subbed out. He was subbed in, then subbed out, so made that a little bit nervous, but he's back in the starting 11, so I'm guessing that with all the depth here, Landon Donovan, Nate Miller, they probably feel pretty good about his fitness, so I'm going to go with Douglas Martinez today. Opened his account last week. Let's keep it going.
The new NWSL team is in the house. They're going to run by our set, but they're going to wave. They're going to wave hello as they go by our set.
Oh, no, is this a sample platter?
Yes. This is
Want
where
some
we make the
champagne?
drinks. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, there you
cheers,
go. They were just
everybody.
introduced on the field. Now they make their debut on Matchday Live.
That's
Not
the first
bad.
time we ever high-fived a World Cup. Well, no, Shannon McMillan's.
Yeah, that's not the first time. It's the second time. But I got the high five. Did you get a high five?
I did.
Wow, it's pretty good right there.
That was fantastic.
That was solid. Very good.
How about that starting 11? How about that bench?
Who are you going to take in the pick to kick, Darren?
I just took Douglas Martinez.
All right, well, I just took Toomey time.
Toomey time times 2, I hope, for you.
I need it.
Let's
I need
make it
Toomey time
competitive.
times 4 to catch up to
Let's
Darren.
make it competitive over the next couple of weeks.
Let's do that. All right, I think that's that. Anything else we need to get to?
Anything else we need to get to?
We're
I
in the
don't think so.
playoffs. We popped champagne with Sal Ziza. We have promoted the fact that Landon Donovan will stop by and drink a beer with us post-match. We will chat with the man of the match as well. What else?
Here's what I got. This is the first ever meeting between San Diego Loyal and New Mexico United in the regular season. First time these two sides have ever faced one another. But, Jordan, it's not the first 2 times that they've ever been on the field at the same time. April 3rd, there was a preseason game played at the Chula Vista Olympic Training Center. New Mexico flew in the morning of the match and really ran roughshod all around Loyal. Just outperformed them in every stretch of the game. April 3rd, ended up winning the match 2-1. Flew in that morning, dominated. You might remember, for those of you that are watching who follow on social media, that was the day Andrew Vasiliadis took to Twitter and was like, nothing about this is good enough right now. And tagged Chavos, tagged the locals, tagged Rainbow locals as well. And he expressed, we've seen a lot this week from the SD Loyal media channels, that video of Landon Donovan saying, we're all about lifting a trophy. If that's not what you're about here, maybe it's time to see yourself out. That also, I thought, was an important moment where you had the chairman of the club saying a preseason match just wasn't good enough, not good enough in attack, not good enough possession. Nothing about that was good enough. I know Andrew told us on our preseason show that he got in a little bit of trouble. Landon said, hey, Andrew, maybe not on social media. But it sort of set a tone, I thought, for the 2021 season. So that's the only other time these two have ever been on the field together at the same time.
Fast forward from that moment, San Diego has already clinched a playoff spot. New Mexico on the outside looking in as it stands, but they like their chances to get in, but they need a result tonight to get a little bit closer as well. San Diego, they want to clinch a home playoff spot. They'll get a little bit closer with the result today. And as Darren mentioned, it's the first time that these two teams have ever faced in a match that counts. And it's going to be fun here at Torero Stadium. We'll chat it up with Landon Donovan post-match. A lot to get to on the post-match, but thank you for tuning into the pre-match show. We'll hang around. We'll catch you post-match. Darren, we'll talk to you then. Hopefully we're coming back after a San Diego win. Enjoy it over on ESPN+.